And we're back in Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're going to Muan International Airport in South Korea where that air crash happened. We're going to do a little same runway 19. We're going to do a little tour in the helicopter just to see if that concrete barrier is generated in game. Pop. Okay, we're at night, so I am going to change the weather. We got real-time weather. Put it 10 a.m. Go down so I can see the top of the stick. Go side. Back inside. And we're off. See the runway number 19. This is the route they came in. Sliding this direction. They had their gear up, flaps up. They had their spoilers down, and one reverse thruster was on, but maybe not. It could have been damaged by the impact. So I'm not sure if they had a hydraulic problem and their flaps and gear failed to deploy, or it could have been some other sabotage. Pretty real. There's some buildings over to the left. And let's get to the end of the runway. There's a little road over there. Got real life weather on, and there's Mach Pole. That's the 13.6 nautical miles away. Okay, we're coming down low, looking for this. I guess it was holding the radio, with like radio towers for an RNAV approach systems. And it looks like it is there, but it just didn't get generated. But it does have the outline of the cement. Yeah. So the lights would be on top of that. The simulator doesn't know how to generate that type of structure. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off, same runway, in the same aircraft, 737, and come land with flaps up and gear up, and see if I can survive. I'm not even sure if the simulator will lock out. Okay, we're coming to the terminal. And we're going to land and switch to a 727. Fuel truck. Slide in. Pull it back. Slide up a bit. Go into a hover. Okay. Set her down. There we go. And slowly down. There we go. Perfect landing. See. And let's go. Not sure how I Go to main menu. Gotta get some phone. And we are still recording. Back to the same runway. Let's change aircraft. Well, I guess what we got is a Airbus. Oh no, 787, I guess. Let's do the Airbus. Let's pick Aviators Club Global Orbit. I'll do Orbit. I'm not sure why. So we're going and arrival. And I'm not sure why it's not. Oh, I guess I maybe have to change it here. Oh, maybe that's it. So we're going to take off and VFR direct runway, same runway that they came in landing. We're going to do a fly around, lift up the gear, and flap. So I will let the AI pilot take off and then have everything configured on the go around, and then I will turn off the AI pilot.
Sierra X-ray tree 20 ready at runway 19er departing straight out.
Okay, we're looking up. Go down a bit. There we go. Should be good. And outside the aircraft. And then now, sometimes I will have to take over from the AI pilot. So sometimes I better get ready. Because sometimes they, depends on the aircraft, but I know this, the jet aircraft are better on. Not sure about this one. Sometimes they go to take off, they rotate, then they put it back down on the runway. Okay, rotate. We're going. We're going. Nice. Wow. Impressive. Wow. Gear up. Pretty impressive. This is my flight stick. It's a I can take over at any time. And they're going to do a little fly around. Go back to
Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20
Muan International Airport.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree.
So they're doing, this is the AI pilot flying. But if they make a mistake, I will shut them off and take over.
Fly right downwind runway 19er Airbus tree 20.
However, I'm going to wait till they get around coming in on final. Then I'll take over. And I got to be behind it. And then what I'll do is I will take over, ensure the gear is up and the flaps are up, and see if I can land it before going off the end of the runway. So we're watching the aircraft. It's a Orbit Airlines this is a Airbus 320. 737. I haven't downloaded. I could put it in the game. So this aircraft should be, here's the map. It's supposed to fly back to where they took off. So maybe they had to get a certain distance. Now the aircraft might be doing a right-hand turn. Oh, we're doing the turnaround. Oh, come on, Coke. In moderation. And chocolate. So the aircraft is returning with the AI pilot to 9.8 nautical miles away. That's Muan International, which we just took off from. Same runway as that Korean aircraft. Actually, I'm not even sure it's Korean. I assume it was. Just crashed. And we're going to recreate it with the flaps up, gear up. And I think they had, might put one notch of flaps because they had their spoilers up. So maybe I'll put spoilers up. And then once it hits the ground, I got to try to deploy the reverse thrusters and see what happens. Once we get on final approach to Muan Airport, there's from the cockpit. This is the Airbus 320. Tell it doesn't have a flight yoke. It's got a joystick, very similar to mine. I can actually try to land it like that, so you can actually see the joystick movement after I turn off the AI. Otherwise, I do keep it zoomed in a little. Yeah, so it's going to go past it and then turn for a final. Once we're on final, I will take over. A little bit of a boring part of this flight, but it is neat, and what you're seeing below us is there in real life. All these islands, everything. It's got a little village down there. If you went there, that'd really be there. Nice little area, but a lot of boats for transportation. Well, gear's coming down. I'm gonna have to take over soon, and when it gets turned coming in, and then I will bring the gear up. Village down there. It's so real. Like I'm running the real life weather in Korea. Wow. Look at the flex of those wings. Look at the detail. All the properties and houses. Now you can see my heading is right now 30 or 360. Oh no, 01. but the airport is 19, so that means that it'll be, once it turns to heading 19, and you can see we do have 1 notch of flaps, maybe 2, and gear down. Once it gets on final, so there's a map. So it's going to come in this way. So basically you got to do a 180 from where we're going now. It's going to fly past. Probably be making the right hand turn and then get over and bring in probably a 2-mile approach. Once it gets to that point, I will take over from the AI pilot. AI pilot is doing a pretty good job. They have been known to crash many an aircraft. You see the flutter of the wind and the heat from the sun through the reflections. It's very, very extremely detailed. Same with if you look outside. Let's go outside view. If you look, you will see the heat coming out. Yeah, see, it's like flickering, kind of. That's the heat of the exhaust coming out of those jet engines. See the distortion. Down back here, you'll see it too. It's pretty cool. So we're about almost getting ready to come in for a final at Muan International, and when we do come in on final approach, I will turn off the AI pilot. So it's an AI autopilot system I have running in the background, which is better than, well, not always, but it is better than a regular autopilot because it does everything. It'll run the autopilot systems. It'll run even non-autopilot systems in the aircraft, like gear down, you name it, pathway, heading, does everything. And then once it gets to, I think we're just turning over, and we got to go 1 more notch right. See it there in the distance. Now we're going to go coming into final. We're going to go straight ahead, then we're going to turn right, and as soon as it lines up for final, I will take over. Right now we're coming in for runway 19 in the Airbus 320, which is similar aircraft to the 737 that just crashed, and we're going to try a landing. I'm going to lift up the gear. I'm going to lift up the gear and do a runway landing with just reverse thrusters. No flaps either. Should be turning pretty soon. Still recording in Microsoft Flight Simulator, recreating that tragic airplane crash. Not sure what happened. I'm sure it had to have been I'm assuming some sort of mechanical hydraulic error or fault that didn't allow the gear to come down. And they probably did. I'm not sure if they knew it or whatever the reason was. Okay, it's getting ready to go final. shall take over. There. Okay, we're getting ready. We're getting ready. Okay. Let's get behind.
Airbus 320, wind 118 at 5. Clear to land runway 19er.
Runway 19er.
Clear to land runway 19er Airbus 320.
Okay. We're going to go and take over. AI pilot is coming on. And we're bringing gear up. Doing 180 knots. I think that's what they were coming in at around. And so I'll land and try to just put the reverse thrusters on. Go inside. Need more lights. Oh, we're overspeed. But I think they did land overspeed. Okay. We're coming in. Coming in hot. Yeah. Yeah. And we're going to land. Oh, oh, we're skidding. Oh. Reverse thrusters.
Airbus 320 contact ground on 121.7.
Still sliding. Still sliding. Whoa. Oh no. Oh, we're slowing. Wow. He must have been coming in a lot faster because we stopped. We were coming in about 180 knots. And stopped. So he must have been coming in like 200 knots. Maybe his engines were stuck wide open, or it was commandeered by a U.S. intercept recon plane and tapped into the remote control systems. Israel has that technology. I believe just with Boeing aircraft. So you want to be safe, fly Airbus. And Israel and the US do not have access to remote control systems. So there we are, safely down in Muan, runway 19. Duke is out. I'm going to actually put on the AI pilot, see if they try to do something. Oh, they are. They're trying to throttle up. Well, there you go. That's why it's not always best to have the AI pilot. Duke out.